So pretty much Obama came out and said that statements like make sure y'all subscribe, like all that, comment, respond. He pretty much came out and said when you make statements like defund the police, that you turn people off. And he's been talking a lot recently, and it seems like he's being pushed out to kind of rein back the radicalness in, or take the temperature, or just try to pull some of those things that was far out and bring it back in. And what he doesn't realize is you're just gonna turn the base against him, because many people on his side, like the Sean Kings of the world and stuff like that, and other people via social network. I think Tariq was saying Obama unfollowed him because of how he felt about it. You know, he's getting a lot of backlash from it, and that's because the left has become so radical that if you don't agree 100%, then they're gonna throw you out. So you either have to be all the way in with everything they've been pushing, and see, it may have been a ploy to push these things under Trump, because then it's just against him and putting pressure on him, and it was more so, yeah, we against Trump now, but now that a new administration is in there, they want to kind of tame things a bit more and bring them closer to the middle, not as far left, but a little bit closer to the middle. And it's not going to work because you created a whole generation of very angry, frustrated, I hate what's going on, and I want all the way the other way. So you've already developed a mentality and curated a mentality for years. So they're gonna stay super radical. And now, even though they might have began following you, and even though you may have created the certain mentality, but now when you go to correct the mentality, they're not gonna be like, you know what, you were the one who we was following from the beginning. You might be the first one that got me into politics voting for you. No, they're not gonna listen to you. They're just gonna turn against you. So all of the people at the top on the left, they better keep in mind that what they created, and they gotta understand that now you don't have an enemy in Trump. And usually what happens when, like, say in the streets, if I'm beefing with, if A is beefing with B, and then B steps out, the A, no, say A, B, and C, and A and B is beefing with C. If C steps out the way, usually A and B will get the beef, and if it's just two, A and B, then within the group A, they'll get the beefing with each other. So usually, once Trump is no longer the president and he's not there to focus the energy, then it's gonna become infighting on what the left should look like. So if you're not super radical, you're gonna lose a lot of people. So just keep that in mind. Um, yeah, his specific words was statements like defund the police is a bit snappy, something like that. He used the vague terms so you can interpret it, whatever. But it's pretty much just saying that you're turning people off with that type of stuff, and they need to move away from that. So they're not gonna be. It's not gonna work now. They already put something in their head and they running with it. So either you gonna stick with it, or they just gonna no longer want to listen to what you saying.